Quick video for you here. Sometime you're going to find yourself with a tire that display uneven wear, most likely on the inside. You take a close look on this side, you see how it's smooth, and on this side we still have the thread marking. Well, this inner wear on the tire is caused by a suspension deform, and that will most likely happen at the upper ball joint, control arm bushing, also the upper ball joint. So that is something you're going to want to take a look at. If the ball joint is worn out, it will cause the spindle to lean inside. That will also make the tire lean on the inside to give you that inside wear and tear. Also, if the rubber bushing on the control arm is worn out, it will cause the control arm to lean in, pulling that tire in, causing that wear and tear on the inside of the tire. And this is going to affect the wheel alignment for the vehicle, most likely causing the steering wheel to pull to one side when the vehicle is being driven in a straight line. But another part that could most likely cause this issue is also this idler arm, which will most likely see excessive wear and tear inside its moving part. Most of the time, this wear is caused by the grease that's being injected into the joint to ease the friction. You want to make sure you use a grease that's non-petroleum, because the petroleum will have a deteriorating effect on the polymer, the plastic that's inside the shaft. So let's take a look at how you will know this idler arm needs replacing and is also defective. You will need to place your hand on the front of the rotor and the caliper, moving it in and out, and you can see the movement on the idler arm as it goes up and down. Now in the video description, you're going to see a video link on how to replace the center link in the event it should need to do so, because you have a ball joint inside the center link that also could have a wear and tear problem, leading to the clearance that you are seeing in association with the idler arm. But based on experience and drive and test driving, the idler arm will need to be changed first before the center link. Another thing that you should know is the idler arm for a right-hand vehicle and a left-hand drive vehicle is the same. So it does not matter if the idler arm is on the left side or on the right side. It's the same part for replacement. Let's take a closer look at this idler arm and the way it's fitted to the frame rail. This idler arm is for a right-hand drive Nissan Frontier, and it will be most likely mounted on the left side frame rail. So you can see there's 3 holes for the idler arm to be bolted to the frame rail, which will be on the left side. Since this is a left-hand drive vehicle, this idler arm is mounted on the right side frame rail, and you could see it was able to fit it with 2 bolts. This idler arm has endured for approximately 50,000 miles. You could also see there's an additional bolt that's above one of the bolts that's holding the idler arm to the frame rail. Well, that additional bolt is the 3rd bolt for holding a genuine left-hand drive idler arm to its frame rail. Now, since this is a right-hand drive Nissan Frontier idler arm, you see it's only be able to held with 2 bolts, and the 3rd bolt does not make that alignment. You could also figure that this idler arm might be for a D21 and is fitted to a D22 frame rail. So it does not matter which side idler arm, you will most likely be able to use a right-hand drive idler arm on a left-hand drive vehicle for the Nissan Frontier. So that's a very important part you want to take a look at. It's just that when you're using a right-hand drive idler arm for a left-hand drive vehicle, you will have to eliminate one of the bolts for fastening it to the frame rail. This would be the original left-hand drive idler arm for the Nissan Frontier. Right away you can see the 3 bolt holes are positioned differently. On the right-hand drive model, these 2 holes are on this side and this one is on that side. So this one broke with us. This is a factory original one, and that's what's inside of the idler arm. So you can see that's the plastic polymer that I'm talking about. If you were to put petroleum grease into here, it will most likely saturate that polymer and cause it to deteriorate. That will be the part number. That's the manufacturer. So let's go and take a look at this fixture, which is for the left-hand drive Nissan Frontier up against a right-hand drive Nissan Frontier idler arm. So here we are back under the vehicle, and here you can see this is the idler arm for the right-hand drive Nissan Frontier, and this is the part for the left-hand drive Nissan Frontier idler arm that was broken approximately 50-60 miles ago, and we had to substitute this one here, which is for a left-hand drive Nissan Frontier. So this is evidence to just show you that you could use the idler arm for either vehicle on either side. The only situation is you're going to be able to only use 2 of the bolts. So for instance, we could use this one here on a left-hand drive, on a right-hand drive vehicle, and would only be able to utilize 2 bolts for fastening it. This is in the event you cannot get the genuine Nissan factory OEM part. You will have to substitute an aftermarket one like this. So this is bringing us to the end of our video. Thank you for watching. In the video description, you're going to see more videos that related to the front end and its steering linkage.